How you define yourself is the most important thing you can do to master your life. And today I'll cover insights on how to consciously design your life by choosing the defining words to put in the dashboard of your mind. Let's get to it. Hi, I'm James Trapp, spiritual teacher, recovering lawyer, former CEO of Unity Worldwide, and author of Take Back Your Future. And my mission is to inspire people and leaders like you to reach your highest potential so you can achieve your most audacious goals, whatever those may be. Today I will share with you information on how to master your life by coming up with the self-defining words for your life. I had a spiritual teacher, coach, mentor who once said that what we pay attention to each day and every moment of the day determines how our life will be and how we define ourselves. How we define ourselves influences what we focus on. He shared with me a classic story to illustrate this point. And the story is about two frogs, and they fell into a pail of cream. And the first frog defined himself as a pessimist and believed that being stuck in the pail forever was his destiny, was his fate. So he said to himself, "I'm going to drown. I'm going to drown." He kept saying to himself over and over again, "I'm going to drown." That ended up being his fate. But then the second frog defined herself as an optimist and believed there was some good in the pail. And so she began paddling without stopping. And lo and behold, the frog turned the cream into butter. And she got unstuck and walked away from there. Now those two frogs use different words to define themselves. And the defining words determine their focus and help shape their experiences. We too can consciously design our lives when we choose the defining words to put in the dashboard of our minds. Let me share with you a framework for the different areas of your life and identify the words that you might use to describe how you want each of those areas to be. The first area is mindset. Our mindset is critical because it determines how we perceive the world around us. So a defining word for mindset could be optimist, like, in the frog story. Because if that is your defining word, when a challenge or problem arises, you don't deny the facts of the situation or see sunshine when it's raining. Instead, because of how you have defined yourself, you take the stand that there is a solution. And you have the tools to handle the challenge because it's not the facts of the situation that we face that matters, but our perspective on how we see it. I once counseled a young man who, more often than not, saw the negative in everything. He complained about his job, his relationships, his health. Everything was a big complaint. He was like a complaint machine. And of course, complaining like that seldom helps. It usually just increases what we're complaining about. And he never seemed to be happy. And he always seemed to be in that bad mood. So I asked him one day if he had ever considered looking for solutions instead of just looking at the problem and reinforcing the problem. And I said, why don't you try doing that for a while? So I said, try it on like a coat. If you want to take it off, you can go back to the way you were before. And he reluctantly and hesitantly did so. He decided to see things from a different perspective. And surprise, he started becoming more optimistic. His life changed for the better, and he became a happier person. So that is the first area we want to take a look at, our mindset. How are we defining ourselves in our own mind? The second area is physiology, or physical well-being. Understand, health is wealth. Our physical health determines our energy and determines our energy levels and how we show up every day. So in that area, defining words could be enduring or strong. Such words are reminders that we have the stamina needed to serve more people, to do what we're here to do in life. You know, I have a friend who used to be a marathon runner many years ago, and he trained hard every day, and he had a defining word for himself. He just called himself enduring. And he used that word to push through the pain and keep going when he wanted to quit. He completed several marathons, 3 or 4 or so during his time of doing marathons. And so his defining word was endurance. It helped him get to the finish line. So the second area for ourselves is coming up with identifying words for our physical well-being. Now the third area is how we interact with others. Our relationships are essential because they determine our happiness, they determine our fulfillment, and they even determine, our lifespan. Possible words that we can use for ourselves to define ourselves in this area are fully present. When we are fully present with others, we give them our undivided attention, which helps build stronger connection. When it comes to how we interact with others, I once had a coworker who had a hard time listening to others during team meetings. I don't know why, his mind would just go in a lot of different places. And her defining word eventually became present, which reminded her to be fully present and actively listen to her fellow team members. As a result, she was better able to collaborate with her team and achieve better results for the business that she was part of. Now, the fourth and final area is productivity. I was in a conversation with a young woman who struggled with procrastination. I can relate. Maybe you can as well. Putting things off that we know we need to do today. Anyway, she felt overwhelmed by her workload. And eventually, her defining word for productivity was disciplined. And discipline is doing what you need to do even when you don't feel like doing it. This reminded her to break down her task into smaller, manageable steps and to stay focused on her goals. By applying this principle, she was able to whittle away her procrastination, make consistent effort each day, and she achieved significant success in her work and in her personal life. To sum up, by choosing your defining words in the areas of mindset, physiology or your physical well-being, how you interact with others, and productivity, you can create a dashboard for your life and consciously design the life you want to live. Remember, if you don't define who you are in life, life defines it for you. So take some time to write down your defining words and keep them in front of you. By doing so, you'll be amazed at how your life will change, how it will transform. Now, if you want some extra help in defining or redefining yourself so you can create the life that you want, love, and deserve, I invite you to take my self-worth quiz and to assess where you are so you know what you need to do and steps you need to take to go to where you want your life to be. The link to the quiz is in the description, and you can be on your way to where your heart yearns to be. In the meantime, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and follow this channel. And remember, you have the power to create your best life now. Peace out.